So who are you?
I'm Marianne Carlson. I teach social studies at Milton High School. This is my 10th year teaching. I'm married. I live in Jericho.
And where are you from?
Actually, I'm from Jericho. I live in the house I grew up in. I've lived other places, but I moved back there.
And your current occupation right now?
Currently, I'm a teacher at Milton High School. I teach high school social studies.
And how long have you been teaching social studies?
This is my 10th year, and I've been at Milton all of those years.
All right, so what do you personally already know about identity theft?
I know quite a bit about identity theft because I've taught it before in a current events class, but not for several years. It was when it was still relatively new. And I have had my credit card number stolen from shopping at a store where they had a breach of security. And somebody did try to do my husband's identity. So.
When were you first targeted for the identity theft?
It was, I believe, last June, and the breach happened in April.
And how long did it go on, the whole case, pretty much?
It was within a day because the person tried to do 4 charges at 4 different gas stations in South Carolina for like $100.75.
Mm-hmm.
And American Express flagged those as being unlike how I spend. And I had also spent that day here, and so I couldn't be in 2 places at one time, and they flagged those, and they contacted me through email and by phone, and we had it resolved. They closed my account in that card number immediately.
Since then, have you had any after effects at all?
No, I haven't.
Was a person ever discovered who
Not
it was?
that I know of.
Oh.
They haven't told me at all.
Do you feel as if they did enough to correct your problem?
Oh yeah, they immediately removed the charges. They overnighted at American Express's expense. They overnighted me a new card. So, and they made it that I had to sign for it. They asked me some security questions to make sure it was me. So it was by 3 o'clock the next day. It had arrived at our house, so it wasn't an issue at all.
Do you feel more secure now than you did before? Or?
Actually, I do, because I know what American Express will do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm definitely much more willing to use their cards than I would have been. I mean, I had one, but I feel much more confident because I watched how quickly they picked up on a pattern that wasn't me, which also was a little creepy,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, but they were really quick. I mean, it was within 2 hours for the last charge that they had caught it.
And you said this also, an event happened to your husband?
It did, and his was really different. His parents got a phone call from Chase, Chase credit cards, and they said that someone was trying to open a card in my husband's name, but had used their address in Tennessee, which was weird because he's never lived there, and it wouldn't work because the social security number was off by 1. It was the last number, and it was not quite right, and that was at an address in Wisconsin. And so my husband had to contact credit agencies, and they put a watch on his credit for a year. There was a notice so that whenever somebody accessed his credit rating to see about opening a card or something, there was a warning that there had been potential fraud. And so that was there for a year, and it made us nervous. Because it was so close to his social security number, and that was much scarier than just getting my credit card. That's credit cards are easy. Social security numbers, they're yours forever. And so that we have no idea what happened. He reported it to, I think Chase was handling it. I can't remember if they were going to be contacting the state of Vermont, but it didn't go any further. He did call, I think, the Burlington police because it was where he works, and they said there's nothing we can do about it here. It's Wisconsin's issue, which was kind of weird. But so we have no idea what happened with that.
So after it was all discovered or anything, did they take any major steps to prevent it from happening again, or did they just leave it as it was?
Except for the warning in his credit report, that was the only thing, and it was only for a year. But, you know, to Chase's credit, we don't even have cards with them.
Mhm.
And they were pretty proactive about, we will take this step for you, we'll do this, and it was there, we had it checked. So they went way above and beyond for somebody who wasn't even their client. So I give them a lot of credit for doing that.
Do you know anyone who's ever tried to commit this crime of taking somebody's identity?
No, I don't.
All right. And what do you hope the public learns from your interview?
I think probably one of the things is that it is really important to check your statements. It's pretty easy when your statement comes in just to be kind of glance at it and be like, oh, sure, that's okay. And I think another is that you do have to be really careful with your social security number. We have no idea where they got it for my husband. None. No idea. And that, like I said, it was much scarier because then people could use it over and over and over again instead of a credit card number, which is money you can get back. You can't, getting your identity back is a lot harder. So,
Thank you.
you're welcome.